Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle video tutorial on Affinity Photo and using the Affine filter with a basic gradient. Now I'm just going to quickly clear this and start back right from the beginning. First thing to do with gradients and also with filters, you need a pixel layer to work with. So first thing, just go over here to a layer and then new layer. Once you've got that, you can add a gradient to it. There's always this basic gradient. It's a pity that there doesn't seem to be, unless there is a way of changing it from the default like that. So you get a basic gradient, white to black across there. Well, of course you can create different gradients. I'm going to be going with this, but you can just simply go then to filters and go down to distort, and you can go down to affine. Now equations is pretty useful as well. Equations near enough has superseded this, but still it's a very simple panel, but still quite powerful. So affine and basic, doesn't look like anything's happened. Absolutely nothing. Well, what you can do, you can rotate it. You can rotate the design. So you can move that around. You can see then as you rotate, you can see it just the gradient changing. What you can also do is you can scale. And there, unfortunately, there's no linking feature. So it would be nice if there was a linking feature, but there isn't. So what you can do, you can enter the value there. And I'm going to go for say 20. So straight away you can see it being squeezed there. And also you can go for 20 this way as well, or not. You maybe go for 120. You can vary it. Don't have to go with exact same 50. You can see you can get a whole load of different designs simply just by changing those. But I'm just going to, let's go for 20. As much as it, see, more sort of zigzag sort of design there going backwards and forwards. And again, you can still continue to move. You can also double click on there and you can change the angle. Say you want 45.8. So you can change it. So it puts it back to 45 just to be convenient. But you can 46 actually. My eyesight's terrible. Now what you can also do, offset, you can actually just move it backwards and forwards. And you've also got options here of 0, which you see you've got the transparency there. Just got that design there. You've got full. So basically you get just that very tiny little gradient in the corner, which is not very much use. Repeat, which I must admit I've never liked. And then go for a wrap. And wrap's quite good. You get this lovely sort of shutters, window shutter sort of effect. You've got this. Now, what of course you can do, you can still modify these. So you can still go and say, you know what, I want 60. So you can create a variety of different designs and you can still rotate this design around. You can also go for mirror, which is sort of, obviously just reflects it backwards and forwards. So it's nicely and seamless as well. So again, if you want to, unfortunately, it only puts it down to 10. That's the lowest point, the minimum point. You can go to 1,000 for the actual increase, but only 10 for the thing. Weird. Don't know why they didn't put it down to 1. However, let's just change that to 30 again. Now, once you've got that design, and I'm going to go for wrap. Then click apply. So you can see straight away you've transformed. And again, it's still pixel layer. So, and what you can do, you can always go and repeat it again. So you can create another. So repeat, affine, and you can see you can get another design from that. But of course what you can also do is you can always go maybe deform. So you can distort it. So you don't have to use the same filter. You can use a number of filters in combination. So you can just simply go, I'm just adding a few here and there, and you can distort the design. And stretch that out. And you can distort that again, and you can get some very abstract designs by it. And you also can go for similarity as well. I must admit, I prefer similarity. So you can just distort that and click apply. But what you can also do, of course, once you've got this design, you can still go to the affine again. So filters, distort, and affine. And again, you can go around there and you can see what you can get. You can get a variety of different mirror. Maybe 20. You can create some very strange looking designs simply by doing that. And that's obviously that combination. And again, what you can do, you can apply it again if you want to create a very odd, abstract, sort of wiggly, wobbly with some holes all the way through it. So there's a whole range of different, and that's just from a basic gradient. So let's just go back now. Let's just go back, because you can change this gradient. You can go over here. Now, of course, you could even try, let's go for elliptical. So you can modify that, position it there, And you can also click and then go, let's just go up here, just go and change it. I prefer to change it up there. And you can just change things, and you can change colour. So maybe you decide, you know what, I want some blue in there. So you've got a nice blue design there. Well, what you can do, you can still use the Affine as well. Works perfectly well, as well as, of course, combine it. Maybe before you even do that, Deform. I love Deform. It's a great little filter. One of those filters you think, excellent, just really, really good for sort of creating all kinds of, and with a bit of effort, you can actually create some truly, well, all kinds of different designs. I'm just going to, similarity, like I say, is always my favourite one, but you can create some nice sort of ring designs in there and some structure, which you can sort of drag across there, and you can decide as you approach there. Now, once you've done that, of course, again, what you can do, you can still use, remember to click apply, otherwise you lose it. So you've got this design here, again, filters and distort and Affine. And again, you can change that, again, mirror, maybe go for, say, 20. And you can see you can create that sort of design as well, and again, rotate that. Which again, of course, what you can do, you can always repeat Affine as well to create another very abstract background design. And you can, of course, if you want to, go for repeat Affine. Maybe that's really pushing it, but it's becoming. But again, what you can do, you can always go to distort and deform, and you can deform that and create some very unusual distortion designs there, which in turn can be, again, I'll go similarity, click apply, and again go to up here to distort and Affine and mirror. So if you want to create seamless designs as well, it's just very simple, just by like something like this, as simple as 25, 25. So straight away you can see this design matches over there. It's a lovely seamless pattern, just simply created by combination. Now what you can also do, click apply there, you can go over here and you can record it in a macro. So you can just create another design, another gradient very quickly, and then straight away just click. And once you've obviously recorded it, of course, you can click the macro. You can find that in view and studio and macro, and you can produce all kinds of unique designs from basically anything. So hope you found this tutorial of interest. Always adding new tutorials all the time about Photoshop, Illustrator, Affinity Photo, Designer, Publisher, etc. Also, if you've got any questions, any comments, things that I've done wrong, done right, please let me know in the comments. Always appreciated. Also, please check the Graphicxtras website. Always adding new stuff on there all the time. And also the channel, of course, on YouTube. And a dislike or like. Always appreciated either way. Thank you much.